All right. Texting Tuesday, the first Texting Tuesday. We're making an adjustment here in the group. For me personally, the Texting Thursday was originally coined by one and only Lisa Kelly. But for me personally, I would rather have start those conversations earlier in the week. It just makes more sense. So I'm switching that to Texting Tuesday, and that'll be kind of part of our regular routine for these lives moving forward. If you can do me a huge favor as I check my phone to make sure that everything's working okay, give me a thumbs up, give me a heart, let me know that you can hear me and see the screen. And not only will I be sharing a text, an email script that you can use immediately, but I also want to share a couple of things from the matchmaker or market making sort of methodology, and some things that you could model there as well. So let's just make sure that that's working. It does look like it's working. We had a couple of you already check in there. Daphne, hello, hello. So this script is predominantly, I'm going to say, predominantly a seller-centric script, but I'll give you a way you could tweak it for buyers, and it is an engagement type of script, a script designed to get them to respond, right? Because with these texts and email broadcasts that we're sending, there's one of two primary objectives, not objections. Objectives. Number one, to get them to respond with a yes or no, or in this case, it's a binary question that we're asking, but we might also ask open-ended questions, or to share a piece of content to provide value to them, which is what my sort of pillar Wednesday email broadcast is sort of centered around. So what I'm going to do here is I'm in KV Core, but you can do this, you can do this in LionDesk. You can do this. You can figure out a solution for this. But what I want to do is segment out seller leads, specifically a specific type of seller lead, people that had asked for our home seller report, things of kind of that nature. I'm not going to send it to all seller leads because it won't make sense if it's for sale by owner or an expired lead in there. So for example, I'm going to pull, just have to find lead details. That's what I need. And the lead source. So this is a segment of people that requested a house price report, a report on what properties are selling for. It's similar to our just sold offer, basically, for those of you that have followed our methodology for a while. Barb, Donna, and Rick, hello, hello. And I'm going to send it to people that are not active, okay, which I could have segmented out ahead of this, but I'm just going to make sure that we segment out the non-active. And here's the script. Here we go. And we may tweak it on the fly here. You know what? I'm actually going to segment these a little bit more. I'm going to filter this a little bit more because I do want to send this to email. If we don't have their phone number. So we'll segment out. Okay. And I'm going to send a mass text that says, I'm going to say, I know you're probably not ready to sell right now, but if you were to make a move, would you be quote unquote trading up or quote unquote downsizing? Thanks. Okay. I know you're probably not ready to sell right now, but if you were to make a move, would you be trading up or downsizing? It's kind of a long sentence. So let's see. How can we shorten that down? I know you're probably not ready to sell right now, but if you were to make a move, would you be trading up or downsizing? You know what? I'm going to break it up this way. I'm going to go ... But kind of break it up into, and there are different ways we could word it. If you have ideas of variations of this, please post them in the comments. Jane, should I use this for people requesting their home value? I would. I absolutely would. That's perfect to use on, because typically people wanting to know their home value, if they're thinking about selling, they're just like starting the process. And so I think it's perfect for that. Here's a way that you can reword this, or well, actually, before we get to that, remind me in the comments if I forget. I want to share with you how you can make this a variation that you could send to your entire database. Wouldn't have to be, or to your entire list of unconverted leads, where it wouldn't have to be specifically a seller centric type of offer. So I know you're probably not ready to sell right now, but if you were to make a move, would you be trading up or downsizing? And I always like including the words "just curious," but just curious if you were. I'm going to leave that out. I want to keep it short. I don't want to make this real long. I like to keep these as short as possible. And I'm going to copy this so that I can use it again. And I'm going to go ahead and send that text. Now, this is only going to a very small portion of people. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here, and now I'm going to switch has email, no phone. Apply. It's very few. Now we're going to do just curious. There you go. I know you're probably not ready to sell right now, but if you were to make a move, would you be trading up or downsizing? Okay. And we'll go ahead and send that. And there's some other segments in my case that I'll play around with after we're done here, but I don't want to, you guys don't need to watch me do the same thing over and over. But here's what I do want to do is, how could we reframe this so that it would work for the buy side, right? Buyer side. So let's go ahead. And why not? I mean, if I'm going to do this, I might as well actually send the message. So we'll clear the filters. Need something?
Daddy, can I do the sprinkler with adding Kelsey at like 12:25, 12:30?
Probably. The joys of working from home, and my wife's not home, so I have 3 out of the 4 kids, and coming in and asking questions. What are you going to do? Let's see here. So now we're going to, I got to remember here, hashtag new construction. Maybe I don't need the hashtag. Okay, new construction. And we're going to go buyer. We're going to go prospect or new. And we'll go has phone subscribed. And we'll apply filters. So let's see how many we got here. Okay. Now I'm going to do a quick check here to make sure that I haven't had any conversation with any of these. This guy, I got to delete this guy. Keeps showing up. It's another agent in my market. Keep showing up in here. So let's delete him. So here's how we're going to reword this. I know you're probably not ready to make a move right now, but when you are, will you be looking to trade up or downsize? Thanks, Josh. Okay. So now it's a catch-all. I know you're probably not ready to make a move right now, but when you are, will you be looking to trade up or downsize? So there's a good lesson in what I just did there. So I hope you take note. It's a good practice to read out loud what you write before sending, whether it be a text or an email, because I wouldn't have caught that if I didn't read it out loud. I know you're probably not ready to make a move right now, but when you are, will you be looking to trade up or downsize? Let's do this. But when you do, will you be trading up or downsizing? So a couple of things in here that are a little bit, I don't know, ninja, or kind of next level communication. If you notice in both of these, even though I say not, what do you read here? Ready to make a move right now? And the other one was, what do you see here? Even though the word not's there, ready to sell right now, it's kind of an embedded command. An embedded command, that's a NLP phrase. I'm not an NLP person, but I do know that. And then changing this from finite to ing, that's also a little bit of marketing ninjery. That's not a word at all, but you get the idea. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy this. So I have this, and I'm going to send that text. Okay. And we can go back here. Then we can do has email, no phone. Oh, I got to click no phone. I don't know that any of these, almost all of these leads had their full contact, but I'll go ahead since we copied it. Curious. Okay, so any questions, comments, thoughts, or ideas? Who's going to use this? I am confident that this is going to get you into conversation, and that's all that we can do, right? Is get into conversations. Conversations lead to opportunities, and that's that's how good things happen. Last week's broadcast brought me, at this count, at least 3 new pre-approved buyers. I think it might even be 4 at this point. And I'm still getting responses. Like the replies are still coming in. So, I already got somebody. Kathy Metcalf said trading up. All right, so I'm going to pull that up. Oh, I got more than one reply. Oh, look at that. 3 replies already, and that was only texted to 24 people. 24. 24. Got it. Let's see. So what should I say? Let me see. And Susan says, going to try this. Barb says, I will for sure. So what should I reply? She says, trading up. What should I reply? Let's crowdsource some replies here. Some because this is super super helpful for everybody. What should I say? I have some ideas, but I would love to hear what you guys think. So she replied, trading up. So we always want to affirm, right? And then dig deeper, right? We want to affirm. That's why I say got it or gotcha or right on or great or okay. So we're confirming or affirming that we've heard them, that we've heard what they have to say. Come on, nobody has any ideas? Who are you texting? So Karen, I am texting unconverted. Oh, Jane, perfect. Got it. Are you, that is perfect. Are you looking to buy new or a resale? That's perfect. I love it, Jane. Good call. Karen, so these are, we're texting, and you'll be able to watch this from the beginning as soon as this is over. And Karen, what is your time frame? That would probably be my next question, because I want to get them thinking about kind of dreaming about the property before we talk about price range or time frame. And Barb says, what neighborhood or what style of home? Right on. Yvonne, to answer your text, may at some point. Got it. To answer your text. So she said, not ready to sell yet. To answer your text, I may at some point downsize to 2 bedrooms from 3. Oh, and Kathy already responded, reply new. Jane, you're all over it. Got it. This is for the one that says may at some point want to downsize. Let's see here. I'm going to cancel out of that. I'm going to answer this. And Yvonne is not ready to sell yet. May at some point downsize to 2 bedrooms from 3 bedrooms. Got it. Would you like me to set you up on property alerts for 2 bedroom? On alerts for 2 bedroom properties, so you can start to get a feel for what's out there. Okay, because I don't want to press hard here, right? Because what I don't want to do is push someone off because they're not on my time frame, right? What I don't want to do, all we're doing is trying to filter out and find where the opportunities for now or soon are, and keep that pipeline full and ready of future business as well. So there's no right or wrong answer to any of this. It's just Right on. So that was already another response. Any idea what you're thinking? Price range would set you up on search alerts so you can start to get a feel for what's out there. This is great. This is like reality television. Oh, yeah. So, Jane, thank you for pointing out that sometimes I make things harder than it is. Jane says, why not send her the looking to buy new or resell? So I could have said in Yvonne's, I could have said the same thing. Yvonne, got it. Totally understandable. When you are ready, do you think you'd be looking to buy new or for resale? There you go. Don't make things. Sometimes I make things harder than it needs to be. And so Karen says, what does that mean to her? Price, area, size. What is your time frame? Okay. Yeah, this is all great stuff. This is gold. Gold, Jerry, gold. Look at all these. Look at all these response. So he says, this one's saying not because of COVID, because he doesn't have a job. Got it. When you are ready, will you be looking to trade up? Downsize. If there's anything at all I can do for you, just let me know. All right, let's see. I would say that this is the highest percentage of responses that I've ever gotten. And what I mean by that is, you know, for how many responses I got for how many texts that was sent, it wasn't, there was, oh, sometimes KB Core does this. This was not sent to that many people. Would I do this via video text on the first text? Probably not in this case. I do intend, Paul, to incorporate video text more inclusive in my initial follow-up to new leads. I haven't done that yet. It's been on my to-do list like every day I write it, because I do want to do a quick little introduction so they can get to know, like, and trust me a little bit. But I think there's a time and a place for video. I don't think this is that time and place, this particular example. But I could be wrong. I mean, I guess the reason why I would say that is if you text them a video, well, I guess line desk, I'd have to think that through. And I would love if somebody tests it, test it out. Let's see. So this is great engagement. I'm gonna have to wrap it up just so I can get on these. Like Lisa always says, it's like we're at the casino. Bing, 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 bing. And I was gonna show something else, but I'm not going to now. I'm gonna save that because we just got too much going on here. All right. Any other questions, comments, thoughts, or idea behind behind what we're doing? And we have the seller version of the script and the all-inclusive version of the script. And I can add the actual scripts. What I'll do is I'll add the little phrasing to the description of this video after we're wrapped up. So I'm going to say, gotcha. Is there a specific School district you'd be looking to stay in? First floor master be a priority? Yeah. KV course being a little clunky for some reason, even though I'm hitting the send text, it's not closing out. So I'll have to figure that out. But hopefully you guys got a lot out of this. I hope you use this, because as you can see, this was not sent to many people and it's getting a ton of engagement. So I really hope that you guys use this stuff to get you more opportunities, more cracks at the plate, more chances at the dish. I'm into my baseball metaphors. We're in baseball mode. Played some games this weekend, so I'm in full baseball lingo. All right. Well, as always, let me finish up by saying that if there's anything that you have questions about or need help with, please don't hesitate to ask. You can email me, you can send a private message, you can call or text me, whatever's most convenient for you. And I appreciate everyone hanging out for a little bit this morning. I implore you all to use this, and we'll talk again soon. Oh, and lastly, if you are currently working with investors, interested in working with investors, or just like to learn, you should join us this Thursday. I have a special guest who has a ton of experience and insight and success working with investors. And it's going to be a meaty free training class where he's going to show you his whole sort of process for it and how you can add that as another source of business into your business if you're interested. And the link to register would be in your email, or should be in your email. If you need it, if you didn't get it for some reason, just let me know and I'd be happy to resend it. That's it, and that's all. Take care and get to taking action. Get to work.